Hello, everyone. Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's time for your monthly Tarotscope readings for the month of February 2022, and it's going to be for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to the channel, the reason I use your North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is the reason why you were born, what you were here to learn and accomplish. So you have much more in common with people that share your North Node as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign. Now, if you're unfamiliar with your North Node, in the description box below, there's going to be some links where you can watch some videos, and also a link to look up your chart so you can find out where your North Node is. So let's get started on the readings. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for everybody with their North Node in Aquarius and or the 11th house for February 2022. I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and this side represents the second half of the month from the 16th to the end of the month. One of the things I did differently this month is I also did an additional book divination for each of the North Nodes sign and houses, and I used the great North Node astrology book, Astrology of the Soul by Jan Spiller. Great book, by the way. And I did a little divination, and what came up for you North Nodes in Aquarius and or the 11th house was the need to allow flow in your life without forcing. So the ability to allow life and your life to flow without trying to force things that is coming up for you. And the first half of the month, what I'm seeing big time is what's wanting to come into your life is a cooling of inner passion, a cooling of um, emotional intensity. Now, that when I say inner passion, I'm not saying that, romantically, okay, per se, but an inner passion of, one of the gifts you have with your South Node being in Leo and or the 5th house is this inner fire and inner passion. Okay, it's a gift you have, but it has to be tempered in this lifetime. And one of the things is that with this intense passion that you have inside you, this creativity, you're used to in past lives using that to control your destiny and whatnot. And that's an amazing thing. You did that in past lives and you have that ability, but it hasn't worked so great in this life. A lot of times if you've noticed, your creativity or things you want to do hasn't been as honored by others as you like. And the reason is what's wanting to happen is this cooling. You have the Queen of Swords here. you've got the Hermit. Um, and what's wanting to come in is an inner wisdom and knowing, like using your intellect, um, using your intuition and your inner wisdom. Okay, that's wanting to come in as opposed to just automatically going with, you know, your creativity. Okay, um, and this first half of the month, what I'm seeing is, um, I'm seeing that you are being some of you are being offered an opportunity, or to rephrase that, a situation has happened in your life and is transpiring in your life where you can either choose to work with others, or you could, you know, you, you could do things on your own through your own creativity. And so this flow thing, a lot of times, in life, when you, this cooling of passions I'm talking about is about when you stop trying to uh, push things in a certain direction, or force things in a certain direction. You're allowing things to naturally flow. You're allowing the natural order of things. You're allowing other people to help and flow. You're allowing the universe to flow, and you're not trying. There is a time to use personal, you know force to try to, and use our will to create things and move things forward. But you've already mastered that. That's one of your gifts. Now it's now it's time to sit back and allow the flow, other people to help. And that's what I'm getting this first half of the month, is I'm getting that there's this opportunity for you to allow this more flow to happen, in your life. When something happens, don't have to try to, you know do everything on your own or use your creativity. Tap into the resources around you, other people, or, other situations, um, and like being able to kind of uh, like let go. You know, go up into, as opposed to when a situation arises, immediately it's going to hit you emotionally, and in this like solar plexus in your gut area. So your heart and your gut, and you're immediately, this is what, your natural inclination is. But when a situation arises, try to go up and bring that energy up into the head, and think about, okay, you know what would be best for me in this situation, not by what my gut instinct is telling me or my emotions, but maybe try to use that logic of Aquarius, and the 11th house. That's what I mean by this cooling of emotions. You're pausing and allowing flow. Okay. um Now the second half of the month, what I am getting is, I am getting that you're needing to really look at where it is you want to go into the future. The second half of February, we've got, we've come out of this, Mercury retrograde, and Venus is now out of her retrograde, and we're moving forward. And I'm seeing that this is a time for you to really, um, look at where you want to go, okay, in your life. And if any of your ideas involve working closely with other people, it would be really, really good for you. Okay. As opposed to flying solo. Okay. Working with other people is going to be super important. And the more that you can do that, and kind of share your gifts with the collective, the more, success that you're going to have. Okay. um the other thing that's wanting to happen is, um kind of get out of the planning stages and move more toward the action this second half of the month. I'm seeing that it's a time to start moving on things. The time for, meditation and planning and all of that, which is important. You have, what's inside you. A lot of you have this idea or plan of, now it's a matter of putting it forward. But remember, as long as you're not forcing things and you're allowing flow, you're working with others, you're sharing your gifts with the collective, and it involves like other people or groups, it will be successful, especially if it's going to, um, you know, help like for the greater good of people and not just, enrich or just help you alone, but especially if it helps like a wide number of people. But yeah, definitely the second half of the month, it is time for action. um, Keep planning, but it is time for action. Adjust those plans, especially allow that opportunity for um, like flow, and not trying to force things. And by the way, what comes in, the reason that you have this amazing ability to take control and force things was you had to do this in past lives. I mean, it is a gift. You have the ability to be able to, you know, be a leader and to, direct things to where you want them to go. Okay, that's a gift. But now it's a time to allow, let the natural flow of the universe come in and help you, which includes working with people. Okay, so yeah, go make it a great month. Remember to get that flow in there. It's a time for action. Work with people, make your dreams come true, because remember, with your north node in the 11th house and or Aquarius, okay, um, great success uh, can be yours. Um, but just remember to include it for the collective, okay? So, anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, spending some time. If you'd like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. If you could just, if you like the video, hit the like button. And if you could leave a comment, a quick comment, hi, question, something like that, would be great, because it does help with the algorithm. So thanks again. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.